Hello. In the last video, we went over the concept of paths. Paths specify the location of individual files. We're going to use paths in our code. So right now, I'm in the paths tutorial folder. I'm going to go to VS Code, which is my code editor, and I'm going to use this to edit some code. I'm going to go to File, Open Workspace, or I'm going to go to Add Folder to Workspace. So I'm going to click here and navigate. So I'm on the desktop right now, and I am going to the paths tutorial, and I'm going to add this. So this is my folder. This is the nested folder, Gen 2. And these are my images of my Pokemon. So I'm going to right click over here. I'm going to go click on new file. And I'm going to say index.html. I'm going to change my code highlighter to regular HTML. And I'm going to create a basic template. So I'm going to have a doc type of HTML. I have my HTML tag here. I'm going to include a head. And the body. I'm going to save this. And I'm going to go to the File Explorer and look at my paths tutorial folder. And this is my index.html page. I'm going to click on that. And you can see that it's completely blank. And that's because we haven't added anything to our DOM yet. We only added the skeleton. So I'm going to go back to VS Code. And I'm going to add a header, each one. And I'm gonna type gotta catch them all. And I'm saving using Control S as a shortcut. And go back here and refresh. And you can see we have our header, gotta catch them all. I'm gonna go back to VS Code. And I'm going to add our images by using the image tag. So just use image, img, source, quotation marks, and bracket. This is a self-closing tag, so there's no need to put image like this. So only needs one bracket, and in the source, in between these quotations, we're going to put our path. So I'm going to right click on Pikachu, and I'm going to say copy path, and then I'm going to paste this. So I right click in between here, and I'm pasting. I'm going to save, go back, and this is our Pikachu. And so our code is working perfectly fine right now using absolute paths, but absolute paths have a lot of drawbacks. Using absolute paths is kind of a pain. One, they are very long to type out. That's why I use the shortcut. of right clicking on the image, and two, they can easily be broken. So let's say I want to give this file to my friend Nana in Ghana. If the path isn't exactly like the one specified here, it's going to break. Or let's say I want to give this file to you, the person who's watching this video. If your file path isn't exactly C users v2 desktop paths minus tutorial Pikachu, then it'll completely break. I'm pretty sure that that your root path might be a little bit different. So, we want to use relative paths 99.9% of the time that we are coding. Whether it's you're using it for the web or for a data science project, you want to use relative paths. So I'm just going to, and for refresher, relative path refers to a location that is relative to the working directory. In case you forgot where the working directory is for your file, you can always find it through the terminal. So I'm gonna go back here. Index.html file is inside the paths tutorial folder. So I'm gonna right click here. I'm gonna go git bash. And I'm going to do pwd, present working directory. And our present, it shows us the absolute path, but our present working directory is paths minus tutorial. So the last directory in this file path is your relative directory, your working directory. So I'm gonna go back and I'm going to erase all of this. And you can see this is way shorter than what we had before. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna go back to our index.html web page and I'm gonna save. And I broke it. So what's going on here? The reason why this is completely broken is because we are referring to our working directory. So if we're in the working directory, we don't need to reference it. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna go back, refresh, and you can see that our Pikachu image is working now, has been revived. Okay, so let's say I decided to move this index.html page and I put it inside of the Gen2 folder. So I'm gonna click on this and drag it to Gen2. Do you think that my image link is gonna work? I'm gonna go back, I'll save, And oh, okay. It's because, well, this is completely broken because the file path isn't in paths minus tutorial. It's so let's go find the working directory for index.html. So before our file path was here for index.html, and this is reflected here in the URL of the Explorer window. But we changed it and we moved it into Gen 2. So I'm gonna just exit out of all of that, and I'm gonna open up another terminal. And well, you can see that our present working directory. So we're gonna type pwd present print working directory, and you can see that our directory is paths / gen 2. So I'm just going to go back and edit this. I'll just put gen 2 / and gotta catch them all. We have a header, but our Pikachu isn't working, and that's because the path to the file has changed. So think of it as moving addresses. So if you in real life move to a different neighborhood, you're not gonna refer to the same address that you had before. Your address changed. So that's kind of what happened with index.html. In order for this to work, we need to go up one folder, because the Gen 2 folder is nested within the paths minus tutorial folder. So what happens if we just go Gen 2 paths tutorial? Let's refresh this. And it is still broken. So if you want to go up one folder, you would have to use the dot notation and a /. And we're gonna refresh this, and our Pikachu works. Yeah, now our Pikachu image is working perfectly fine. So what if we added another folder nested inside of Gen 2? We can call this Gen 3 with 3 I's, capital I's, and we put it index. So I'm clicking and dragging, dropping into Gen 3. Move. Refresh this, and you can see it's no longer found because we changed the location again. So this is going to be Gen 3 with 3 capital I's. Enter, and you see that it's broken. So Pikachu is at the top of this folder structure. So right now we are going up one, which is Gen 2, and now we have to go up another directory, which is paths tutorial. So I'm going to go up another folder, just use the same syntax, period slash period /. We're going to save this, and now our Pikachu is working again. Oh, cool. I wouldn't recommend having very complex folder structures because it can get a little dicey, but here's the general gist, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching my video.